You're listening to the Fetish Podcast, where we keep it cute, a little sweaty, and very real. Hey guys, yay! Finally, we have come to the end of our first season of Fit-ish, the podcast, where we keep it cute, a little sweaty, and very real. All right, so for our last episode, I figured, you know what, why not just do a Q&A? All right, so I have a bunch of questions from my followers on Instagram, my friends, and even my team, which obviously you can't see them, but they're here. All right, so let's get into it. The first question is a piece of advice you want every listener to carry forward from the podcast. Well, life is not that serious. Even fitness is not that serious, right? It's something you should just freely commit to without taking it too deep. And that's why we call this fit-ish. All right? Does that make sense? I think it does to me. All right. The next question is the simplest, most effective thing someone can do to improve their health. Well, just start. I think the easiest thing is just start. Wherever you are today, just start. Don't think about it. Don't take it too deep. Just start. That is the simplest thing you can do. Find something that is super active that you can commit to, whether it's swimming, walking, just something fun, right? Because it's all about just being physically active. So I think that answers that question. Biggest misconception people still have about fitness and wellness. I think the biggest misconception people have is people still think that fitness or just being healthy or the idea of wellness is about the physical look. Yes, the physical look does count. It is it's a byproduct of being fit, right? Or staying fit, right? But ultimately, I think, well, I'm pretty sure that the idea behind being physically fit and being healthy has more to do with just your health in terms of like being healthy, aging properly, avoiding diseases, and it's what I call preventive medicine, right? So the actual physical look from fitness, looking nice, the body goals, those are all the byproducts of fitness, right? But the ultimate goal is being healthy. All right. So that's the misconception. So keep that in mind. Well, I guess this one is for me, right? How do you stay consistent with fitness when life gets hectic? Well, I think for me, because it's something that I've gotten used to, and it's something that, like I said, I keep it very fluid, right? I keep it very simple. I'm not doing the most. So now it's a lifestyle for me. I have different things that I can incorporate to keep myself active. I just started playing this amazing sports called padel. I've been playing it since February, so that has helped me a lot with my cardio. I'll give you an example. I played yesterday and I checked my steps and I had 12,000 steps, right? And then I burnt like 2,900 calories. And I didn't even have to like do the most, right? But just the movements. So for me, when for me to stay consistent, even when life gets hectic, I just do those things that are very easy for me to do, right? So I'm not trying to do something that is not my usual. So find something that is easy for you that you can stay consistent with. That way it becomes sustainable. All right. So the next question is, do you follow a meal plan or are you more intuitive with food? This is an interesting one. I think currently my life right now does not allow for me to prep or meal prep. I used to like way back. But I do follow an intuitive method of eating, right? So obviously, like, my chef preps like healthy food for me. And I don't have a meal plan, but I know my portions. I know what I should be eating, right? And I know what I should avoid. Again, if prepping meals are easier for you, please feel free because I do agree that meal planning or meal prepping is, very, very good and ideal. But because I've been doing this for a while, I think I pretty much have it, at the back of my hand. So it's something I can do really easily. So I'm currently not prepping, but I do support meal prepping. The next question is, what fitness myth you wish people would stop believing? Hmm. We spoke about this last time when I had a guest on my show. I think we talked about like sport training. I think that's a big one, right? We have people coming to the gym and be like, oh, I want to lose my tummy or I want to grow like a big bum or whatever. Like, I don't want to lose here. I want to lose here. You can't sport train, right? So you can't decide you want to lose your tummy and then keep everything else, right? It doesn't work that way. If you want to lose this or lose that, you still got to do your cardio, you still got to work out generally, right? So I don't believe in sport training. It doesn't work. Oh, I like this one. If you weren't a gym person, what would have been your hobby outside sports? I think I would have to say something in entertainment. Um I mean, I've done a couple movies in the past, even though I don't like people tell knowing about that. But I couldn't pull through because I felt like being in that space was just too crazy. And I'm the type of person that I love consistent money. Like I need to be seeing something entering my account every week if I can help it. So I think one of the reasons why I didn't pull through with that was because I guess you have to like kind of like keep looking for like movies to be a part of, and I just don't have that time. I kind of want to see my money coming in all the time, so that didn't work out for me. Um, Probably not a singer. I think my voice is okay, so I'll probably say something in entertainment, more like in the movies or something like that. Yeah, I could do that. What's the best part of you being a gym person? Well, I think for me, well, I think it's just knowing that I can go like 2, 3 years and not be sick. I think also knowing that I can, by God's grace, I will age gracefully because I've maintained a healthy lifestyle. Um, those are the two big ones. Yeah, those are the two big ones. What's one thing being on the Fit-ish podcast has taught you about yourself? That my memory is not that good. So it's funny because I can look at my script like over and over and I will still forget something. I think that's one of the biggest things that this has taught me is that my memory isn't that fantastic anymore. So yeah. Oops. Do you think looking fit and being fit are the same thing? No. I've said this a million times. You could literally see a very slim girl, right? Who most likely, maybe out of genetics, looks fit, right? But has never been in a gym and doesn't even like practice a healthy lifestyle, right? And then you can see a bigger person who is on the big end, works out, lives a healthy lifestyle. So looking fit and being fit are two different things entirely. So I talk a lot about that as well. So yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. That's a good one, right? Yeah, I like that one. Who asked me this question? What's your softest habit that still feels like self-care? Ha! See. Oh, I'm a soft baby. I keep telling you guys this thing. You don't used to listen. You can't ask me one thing. My life is soft. So see, I try to live a very stress less, if that's even a word. Um, I don't like stress. I don't like drama. I just like my life to be simple, right? So generally I do things and I practice things and I build friendships that are all very simple. So it gives me that space of just simplicity. And I think to me that's softness. It doesn't have to be, you know, um, having the most expensive bags, or I think for me, my lifestyle is the softness for me. Yeah, the easy breezy of my life. That's what I love about it. Yeah. So tap into that one. Hmm. All right. If your body could talk, what do you think it would thank you for? Well, it would thank me for my knee pain and my back pain for sure, because that's the one I'm currently on right now. But I think it would thank me for my skincare, my skin, the glow. Probably thank me for that. Yeah, it would thank me for what else? Not being sick. Yes. So yeah, I don't fall ill easily. I always say sometimes that my HMOs that they're very, very like I pay money every year and I never have to go to the doctor except doing my physical. So I think my body loves me for that, for sure. And again, that has to do with being fit and just maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Okay. All right. What's next for Fit-ish? What do you want the next season to look like or feel like? I think the next season, I'm not sure, but I think I'll probably bring in more professionals, right? Doctors, um, different types of like doctors, depending on their, what's it called? Specialty. Thank you. So I'd love to have that on board. I'd love to probably have more fitness um people in terms of like uh enthusiasts, right? Of course, everyone on my show works out. That's the deal. But I think I probably like honing more on like, discussing like things to do with like health, preventive medicine as it pertains to just being healthy and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of love to have like a trainer and a doctor on board one show because I feel like doctors don't push their at least don't push enough of their patients to practice this lifestyle of being physically fit. And maybe I'm just biased, but I feel like they want you guys to be coming back to the hospital. So I kind of want to touch on that because that's something I've been thinking about a lot, right? Okay. So finally, I have a quick fire question, right? So the first one is favorite workout music. I think my favorite workout music artist would be Pop Smoke. Um, Rest in peace. I love his music. Like it's like just the middle of hardcore and not hardcore, but it gets the workout done. So I love Pop Smoke. Then my pleasure food would be that's interesting. Cheesecake. I love cheesecake. I love it. And then my dream fitness collabo. Um, I know what it is. Anthony Joshua. I said it. I would love to have a workout with Anthony Joshua. I think he's alright. Met him once. Mhm. And you know, okay. Moving on. All right, guys. So that's all the Q&A I have for this episode of Fit-ish. And I just want to say thank you to you guys for tuning in, for supporting the brand. I had a great time. I enjoyed, all the guests that came on board, and I look forward to season 2. Subscribe to YouTube, follow on Spotify. Fit-ish, where we keep it cute, a little sweaty, and very real. You're listening to the Fit-ish podcast, where we keep it cute, a little sweaty, and very real.